Now that both sides of the fuselage have been completed, I just wanted to take you through some of the operations that I've done on it to tidy it up and make sure that we've got two absolutely identical fuselage sides. So what I've done is I've just taken my clamps and clamped them both together and aligned the very top of the fuselage where the wing is going to sit together, and then I've just used my plane just to tidy up the lower edge here and make sure that they're both an equal match to each other. At the back end, I've done the same and just trimmed it to length in one end, and I've also put in the fillets as per the plan itself. For the wing dowels, I put in the two fillet pieces that need to go in on both sides of the fuselage, and then I've simply just drilled a hole down through which will accept the doweling onto which the wings will be banded. I've also produced the formers. These are going to go across the fuselage and eventually join both sides of the fuselage together. One of the formers is very easily manufactured out of balsa, 1/4 inch balsa. The others are primarily made out of 1/4 inch ply. Now I'll show you in the next few pictures how these were cut out and manufactured and assembled together. They're pretty easy, and again, just using equipment like just some saws and a drill, you should be able to get these done in no time at all. One thing that's of note is that at each corner it is actually rounded slightly as per the plan, so I've used a drill bit to drill out those before I completed the final cuts on the formers themselves. So one of the next jobs I need to do now that the formers are completed is actually putting in the undercarriage piece, and this is made from 10 SWG wire or piano wire. So what I need to do is bend it to this shape, and it just should be easily done with just some pliers. There's a nice 90-degree angle in here, and when that's completed I'll offer it up to the former and I'll mark out where these holes need to be. So now I have both fuselage sides completed and the formers completed. I have joined them together at right angles to make sure that I've got a nice square and true fuselage center section. What I haven't done yet is joined the tail end together, which needs to be pulled in like that, and then the cross members need to be put in at each point. Now, there is a template on the plan for doing that with a nice centerline marked down it, but one of the big difficulties is that because the undercarriage wire is already attached, I cannot line it up properly on the plan. So what I've done is I found myself a nice long board, and I've marked a center line for that all the way down it, which means I can now hang the fuselage over the edge and sitting on that board, and I've marked on the formers the center line for each of those, and I'll align those with the lines on the board. And when that's done, it means I can then pull these end pieces together and make sure that they meet perfectly on the line. And this will make sure then you don't end up with a banana fuselage, which certainly won't fly very straight. And once the end pieces are glued in, I will cut the cross pieces to length, making sure that I don't force them in, that they are actually the right size, because if I force them in, they'll actually bend out the fuselage a bit. And then that'll be most of the fuselage complete.